Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Polypopo. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. I'm just going to be plugging in the ASR10 today. I've been diving into this thing pretty deep. Um, I learned how to sequence out things, do different arrangements, and what I want to do today, what I usually do on like my MPC is I'll make an 8-bar loop and then I'll bounce it down to one audio track and then chop that and then add layer to that. So I want to see if I can get more than 8 tracks out of this thing. And before I hook up any of my studio to it, I'm just going to be grabbing sounds off of like Hype and Tube Synth off of the MPC software, and just some expansion packs that I'm going to be using off the computer. Now I am going through a Reloop Serato Flux audio converter. So I am getting a pretty good signal coming into the ASR from the computer. Other than that, I'm just going to turn this bad boy on. This is the Flux converter. It's super dope. That's what you want. That is super fire. So any sound that comes out of the computer like this, it's going to light up that channel. See it lighting up green. So let's get some samples in here. I have nothing in here. Pick this sample. And I'm just going to get to work, load up some sounds, and then we'll make a beat. And then I'll kind of get back in here. But I just wanted to record and have a little fun today. So I hope you guys enjoy. First sound I'm going to look for is like a piano. Let me see here. Let's get basic soft piano. What's this? That'll work. When I was sampling, I'll show you what I was getting. So I'm going to hit enter, weighting 174. Hit root key. What was happening is I was getting this. I was getting that woo. It was driving me nuts. And it was just because my pitch wheel all the way back here. This pitch wheel was up. So I was getting that. And I had no idea what I was doing. So you had to make sure that's all the way down. You get that good signal in there. So now we got this. I got a piano. Now I want strings. I might get a horn. And then I'll do a kick snare and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So let's do that. I'm going to hit sample again. Left. Pick instrument. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want any layers, so I pick a different one. Let's fish around here. We got a piano. I don't want too much because, like I say, I'm going to go back over this with more keys and stuff. So let's see if we get what's this? Nah, that's too clashy. Let's get mellow strings. Okay, let's do that. And I had a hell of a time because my USB, I could only save so much. The way that I have my USB formatted right now, you can't mess with it. I have so many image discs on each it says like day 1 or ASR 10 project image file, and then in there I have drums 2, sequence 1 through 8, each folder containing its own image file, so I'll never run out. And I have over 200 in here, so there's over 200 different days worth of files of work, and inside of each one of those you have all kinds of, let me show you. Alright, where are we? Let's go to the ASR E. So these here, like these are songs that I did You can even see that. Is that even fair? Does that work? We'll get it. Give me a second. So we got all these files here. These are all image files, right? And they're all empty except for the ones that I've used. And I go in here and I got another image file for drum kits and everything that goes in there. So I just have tons and tons of room to be able to save stuff. If you guys want these files, if you have a GoTech USB and you're having problems with that, definitely let me know. It's a big file. Like I have over 32 gigs worth of partitions, so a shit ton of floppy drives. Okay. All right. So we got. All right. Let's grab something soft. Hype is really. We want let's get a warm pad. Angel strings. Let's try that. Oh yeah. Likes it. Input left, bling bling, pick instrument, shuffling data. I'm in there. Let's go in here. That's nice. Alright, so now I need a kick, snare, hi-hat, and something else. And I'm not sure if I want to do that because yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's just do that this time. So I'm gonna go over here to my drums, load up some samples, and these are gonna be, let's see, I want to load the hi-hat on this one. So sample, instrument, enter. I'm gonna hit the hi-hat right here. Nope. Erase that. It's kind of hard to do with the mic, but I'm learning. Let's see. I'm going to start with an 808. We ready? Cool. We got an 808. The next track, we'll get a kick. Shit, any kick. That's with effects on too, so I do have a little bit of reverb, but I'll fix all that later. I've learned how to do my mix buses and everything like that. Okay, we got that one. Let's do it. We got an 808, a kick. We need hi-hats and a snare. We're straight. .808 kick, hi-hat. And the cool thing about having all that USB room, which is not good practice, you know, you just want to set your key range to one note. This, you could have it all the way. It don't matter. You're going to save it in its own little file anyway. So I don't need two kick hi-hats. I need a snare. Let's get some snare going. Get a snare and we're done. Alright, cool. I'm going to leave one empty. There's 7 loaded. I'm going to make a melody and then we're going to bounce it down to that empty track. So I don't want to fill that up. And I'm going to do like a little 4-bar loop. And then we'll bring little changes into it with the step editor. And then we'll see what happens after that. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the drums yet or nothing. So we'll see what happens. see what we got. Cool. Now keep in mind, I'm just making a sample right now. I'm not making a song. I'm making a sample. I'm not sampling a record. I'm making a sample. Good enough. And I didn't normalize these or anything. I didn't boost them or anything, but we'll get there. I have to do this first. That's what we do. It's hard. Let's just do that. We'll just leave it like that. Wasn't what I was looking for, but I'm gonna use that. All right, cool. So we got 7 little parts. So now I'm going to take in and out different parts, append the sequence, make it a little bit longer, and then we'll resample it, and then lay some shit on top. Much easier to just sample a record and chop it, but we're making something out of nothing. So let's see what happens. I just like to do this because I don't know what part of the sample that I made I'm going to want. So if I got different variations of it, I can just grab. So that's what we're doing. Alright, so we got 8 steps. Now I need to make sure that when I record I got that click off, so I'm going to go into my thing and make sure that the click's off. I think it's command system. Or edit system. Could use a little memory here. Alright, it's sequence. Click record off. Alright. Now we'll go back to sequence. Back to song. We shouldn't have a metronome now. We'll wait for the changes too. It was killing me to get those changes in there. I like this one. This is tight. It's just different variations of the same sequence. Alright, fuck it. We're gonna do like this. I'm gonna hit sample, and we're gonna resample that, the main out, left and right, so we get a nice stereo. Yeah, it's that empty thing, remember? Okay. Enter. And I'm just gonna hit play. I just want a little 8-bar loop. That should do it. Alright, so now I'm going to erase all these other tracks. I know. But, yeah. All right, so now I just got that. I'm gonna put this on back on 1, so I'm just gonna hit this, enter, and I'm gonna delete that baby. We're on there. And again, if you were going to save this, you would want to trunk that all the way to just that. But we can save that whole thing because we have individual files on the USB. It's lazy, but I'm being lazy. But I'm just trying, like I say, if I can get the software to come in here and do this and it work right, because it's been a journey, like trying to get the shit to save on here, formatting different partitions, learning how to do all that. But now I got that. Yeah. Sequence that. Edit sequence. Damn, I gotta turn that click back on. I forgot. Is it? I'm right here. Gotta erase that sequence. And sequence. Erase. Delete sequence. Yeah. Cool. Let's go. It's a learning process. I got my click back on, but I need to hear what metronome. That'll work. If I'm at 100 BPM, I would have liked to have dropped it down to 90 and then maybe played it here. That's what I really wanted to do. But I'm going to leave it alone. See what we got. Cool. I'm going to add some more drums. We're going to bury this shit. And then we'll get a piano and we'll call it a day. Where can I find a good piano? I think tube synth? Do I hate using computer. Piano. Huh. Let's pan this bitch. So dope. Quantize. $116, entire track, yeah, new. I'll leave it sloppy. And then this one. Let's see what we can do. Do it. Ambient piano, and it's only 4 bars, so I'm gonna append the sequence. Append the sequence. Append the sequence. From sequence 1 to 1. Yeah. All right. Now we got 8 bars, and I can play 8-bar piano over it. Then we can sequence this shit up. I think. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright, get that sound in here. I'm excited because once I get this down with the software shit, I can just go into here real quick, clicky clicky. Then I can break open my montage and stuff like that. Then I can break up my montage and my Nord and put my drums to the SP1200 and really get some full fat. I mean, when I'm sampling these in here, it's not even going all the way. It's going halfway. I could boost and do it. Really, this is just to get familiar with this shit. So, this is my second beat on here. All right, here we go. Right now. See what we can do with it. That's all. Yeah, I'll do that. A little louder though. So I can hear what I'm doing. And I was watching somebody, it was, I believe it's Tony Black. He's a mixer from New York City. And what I did to make this first loop here, I muted out different parts completely. And I was watching him on EA Ski's channel talk. And I also subbed to his channel because he's helping me with understanding, panning and mixing. I watch and I learn. And what I want to do is copy this sequence 8 different times, but I don't want to mute out any of these parts. I'll go into the pitch on each part and lower down. So I'll copy this sequence now 8 times and then be able to play it like that. I'm not going to do it right now. I've had a lot. I just wanted to come down and see if I can get this far. And as far as copying the sequences and everything, it's really not that big of a deal. And then I'm not going to save the song either. I'm looking for the only thing that's holding me, is kind of tying me from this, is that the output expander. When I'm messing with the SP1200, it's got the outputs and it just prints all 8 tracks across the screen. But when I put the montage, my Nord, my Pittsburgh modular, all my stuff into here, this has like even the SP, it has a certain glue to it that I believe if I do all my gain staging correctly on the board, that even if I go out the master left and right, I think it'll sound good like that. But I do want to eventually get an output expander for this because I like my tracks to go out like that. But for what I'm doing, man, it's all getting mushy, and I like the way it sounds. So I'm just going to kind of mess around here. I'm not going to mute or do any more recording. But yeah, I could just go to this command sequence, copy the sequence from 1 to 2. Let it think. Don't just keep hitting this shit. Copy sequence 1 to 3. And a lot of people build up sequence 1 kick, sequence 2 kick and snare, sequence 3 kick snare, and build it up that way. I do it this way. Just the way I like to do it. So I got 4 sequences, 5 sequences, 6, 7, In 8, just like the MPC, I can mute out different parts now by going into my track. And just muting out different parts if I want to. But I want to go into my pitch per sound. You know what I'm saying? I want to go into my amp for each sound. This one here, for this sequence, it would be here. And then for me to do that, I have to record. I believe I have to record this sequence. I would have to go like, and then this sound, amp, bring it down. Instead of muting them all the way. Now I got these 3 tracks playing, and these are still in the background jamming. You know, I work too hard on these for them to just go away. So I'll have them quieter, and I'll record it. Damn, I had the overdub on that. It was no bueno. You gotta make sure you're not overdubbing a track whenever you're recording. So you go to your sequencer, and instead you push, instead of delete or replace, I think it's edit sequence. I'm not very fluent with this. Sequence count off, record, mode replace. I could go to add. So now I won't erase that track. Let's make sure that, oops, add. Now let's go back to the amp and make sure that's turned all the way down. Not all the way, 4, and then we'll hit this one, amp, 15. So we'll just juggle these 2 right here, and this one. Amp, 99, yeah, we're gonna take that to like that. So this sequence is gonna sound like this. Okay. And I do have the click on, take the click off. System MIDI, it's just a lot of repetition, honestly. I think it's edit sequence, yeah. Mute, silencer, and sequence, tempo on, clock. Notes off. Okay, let's hit play. Where is that? This one here needs to go down. That's how we'll start it, right? So let's record it. It's got to record 8 bars. I could just hit save, but I want to make sure it's recorded, and it asks me, do I want to keep it? I'm going to say yes. Just how I do it. I've had success doing it this way. New. Cool. So now when I go to sequence 2, it copied all of that, right? So now I go to my amp, and I bring up what I want. Stop it. So I'm going to record this one. I'll rename this sequence, and I want to make sure they're both different. Okay, so that's sequence 2. I wonder now if I go to sequence 1 if it's going to be the original. Nah, because you got to save that sequence. Once you edit it, you got to save that joker, okay? So that's why they don't want to do it, because I'm still on this part. You know, I could go in here and mute these, but I'm still having a hard time doing this part. So let's go into the amp. Go back to here. Amp. Okay, so without even doing anything, I'm just going to command sequence, save current sequence. I'm going to name it Uquence. Okay, just command complete. Let's see now. I have to go to sequence 2. You got Uquence and sequence. Let's fix this one. This is what's killing me here. This drives me nuts. Let's see. Amp. Let's bring the volume up on this one. Amp up on this one. Amp up on this one. Of course I'll be listening to it. Okay, that was weird. Save current sequence. Weakens. Okay. Now let's see, these have to be independent, right? If not, I'm gonna try one more thing. And if you see what I'm doing wrong, let me know. Fuckers, just laughing at me. He's doing it wrong. Got Weakens. And then we got Uquence. Both the same. Alright? So I believe you gotta hit this button. Something's telling me I gotta record. And then save? That's what's killing me. I have to record and then save. Is what it is. Yeah. I don't know, so I'm stuck on that part. But I do have the... I'm working. I'm getting there. But once I get a hold of that whole sequencing out thing, it's super dope. Of course, I could just go into my step edit and mute out those parts, but I am trying to lower the volume of those things. I'm going to keep that. Go back to Uquence. Amp. Let's bring that up. This. Amp. Bring it down. That's a big difference, so we'll see. Maybe I gotta record it? Do I have to have that pushed? Let's keep it. So this is cool. We're gonna hit command sequence, save current sequence. Wave 2, yes. Delete old version, yes. Deleting Weakens 2, that sounded good, and putting this whack Weakens in there. Alright. I didn't do that to the first one, so that's probably why. Okay. You just have to slow it down sometimes. Slow down, Pudgy. Amp. Stop it. I'm not ready. That's gonna be this one. Shuffling data. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Let's see what we got. Editing. Alright, new. Yes. Command sequence, save current sequence. Uquence, delete old version, yes. Okay, so I deleted the old 2 version. I don't know how many times I can delete the same shit. We're talking to myself. Edit sequence. I got Uquence and Weakens. Uquence should be good, and then Weakens sounds whack. Alright? Weakens should have the woo woo. What about 3? Fuck. I don't know. It's beyond me right now. I can't get past that part. But I got to bounce down audio tracks and all that. And I've done this on accident before. I got to record the whole 8 bars. I'm being impatient. I'm rushing it. I'm doing something simple wrong. but I'm having a hell of a time and a lot of fun doing it. Right on, guys. Wish I could play back that original sequence for you. I think it messed everything up. You should be able to mute out your parts like this. Hey, man. Thought this was dope. Being able to bounce it down like that. Right on, guys. I just wanted to have a little fun today. Get on here, put a little bit of practice, and I thought I would record. Right on. I'll see you guys on the next one. I can hook up my studio. That last part is just kicking my ass. The getting and sequencing out. I want to make changes to each track, copy the sequences, and that's why I don't know. That's where I'm having a problem. Right on, guys. I'll see you in the next one. I will figure this out, though.